Welcome to episode 3. So continuing right where we left off of episode 2, I grabbed a few more trees out of there. I think I might have enough room. I can't tell for sure. We're going to go ahead and brush hog some of these bushes and make sure we get rid of the stumps. I did install the mod that lets me terraform or paint anywhere just so I could actually fix the little bump in the road or the bump in the driveway and actually gravel right up to there. There was a fence already that kind of came up to here and stopped. And there's a street sign there. And yeah, I would have kind of liked to turn the gravel more this way. But that street sign is going to keep reappearing even if I knock it down. So I thought, well, I don't want that in the middle of my driveway. So I continued the exact same fence that was already there to this point, and then I put a little street light there just to kind of mark the end so that I know visually, because it's easy to lose track of the fence, but I'll see that and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't want to turn that because I don't want to keep running the sign over and over, and I don't want this sign to be in the middle of the driveway. But let me go ahead and try to brush hog some stuff here. Of course, you know how that's going to go. I'm going to get lined up on it wrong. And we will see if we've got enough room. I'm not even going to time-lapse this. You kind of already saw it. I've got to get just the right spot, and it deletes it. I was just looking at contracts because some time has passed, and the $7,000 liming contract isn't too bad. Am I paying more for lime over at that bulk sell point? Usually the bulk sell point sells stuff for a lot cheaper. Let me run over and find out. Yeah, almost 2,000 liters, and it cost me $1,000. So it's twice the price to buy lime from this sell point here than it is to go to the store and buy it in pallets, which is completely backwards from how it would be in real life. Like if I'm buying it in bulk, it's going to be cheaper than buying it in pallets. And I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world if we had to buy something and go to the shop and fill up with a bunch of lime and then bring it back to the farm. I mean, like I'm okay with that. But if you're going to give me a bulk sell point on the map, I mean, it should be cheaper. And we'll have to redo the auto drive course for this. So yeah, I got most of the space cleared. I don't want to feel like the sawmill is out on the road. So I kind of left that tree and I think it's going to fit in here. And then when it's done, I'm probably going to come back and plant a few things here because I kind of want it to feel like you have to come onto my property. And then there's the sawmill. I don't want the sawmill to feel like it's on the main road, like it's some shop that people stop at. So I think I got it. So setting it up, it's not perfect. The trigger point where we have to drop the trees is here. I would love to be able to drop the trees here, but I have to drop the trees here in order to output the trees here. And I think I jammed this. You have to get this into this so that because this trigger only extends this way. So there could be a log sitting here and not be in the trigger. So you got to get it far enough in that most of the logs are in this trigger. So I think I've got them overlapped enough. And then the output for this is here because I don't want the output in the back. It's just not ideal. I don't like what I've done, but I can't come up with a better way to do it. All right. That guy should be over at the field by now. Why are you at the gas station? You're not even on a worker, huh? I pressed, I'm very confused. Create job. You saved that location. Field work. Go. Driving to field. You need to go up here and turn right. Press H. This is why I like auto drive because they'll just sometimes just sit and it's just like, yeah, you got to go up here and then go there. Okay. Okay. I'm going to bring you up here. Click here, create job, go. Should be pretty straightforward. There you go, buddy. Good job. So we will sell these logs. And what I want to do, and I'm just going to use super strength because I'm going to show you what we're going to do. And these elm trees. I will just come over here with super strength. And I won't be using super strength all the time. But like right now, we're just doing it because I'm not fighting with this thing. And I don't want to drop it in the trigger yet. I want to drop it here. And we're probably going to chop this tree off. I want to get a good chunk of it that we can just take and sell. So I said in the previous episode, this little sawmill, it can only do a certain amount per day. Is that clear? Yeah, that's clear. It can only do a certain amount per day, and I want to maximize the amount of, lumber we can get through. So yeah, I went ahead and I got this mod that we can store like a whole bunch more wood and all of that. But if I can just take some of these easily to the sell point and sell them, okay, let's do that, right? But we kind of got to divvy it up. And the way I'm doing that, and you see that, how those logs, they appeared and then disappeared because they went right into the trigger of this. And I think I have to turn... So I want to tell it, I think we'll just make planks long. Activate. And we're going to store it. All right, so this guy is now working, and this thing only has an internal storage of 14,000 liters. This thing can hold another 75,000, right? So if I cut down a bunch of trees and came over here and filled this up, boom, it's full. Okay, now what? Well, now we have to sell everything. Well, I can't sell those elm trees, or maybe that one's not that bad, but like that one's bad. You can tell that tree is from like there to there. That's what I want to not deal with. I want to be able to bring the elm tree over and chop off this big chunk, which is a substantial amount of wood. That's 5 tons of wood. I can go sell that. I can easily load that and go sell that at the sell point and get money, and then just put the really annoying pieces into the sawmill, and we'll still fill the sawmill up. Without a doubt. So what are you at now? Oh, so we've already... I guess there's not quite enough to make another log because there's still a little bit in the wood storage. But anyways, yeah. So I will basically set this to the side because we're going to go ahead and load that on the trailer. So what I need to do now is like, what other trees do we want to chop down? I'm going to leave that one. I don't think I need to chop it down. I will go ahead and replant some trees here just to kind of hide this a little bit. I'll add some gravel there. I know I'm going to come over here. This tree's going to go. That tree right there is going to go. This tree right here is going to go. That big tree is going to go. We'll brush hog that bush and this bush. Oh, those are little trees. We'll take out these little trees here. And that might be it over here for the farm. Oh, I do want to put the greenhouse up. I don't have quite enough money yet. We will after we sell some more wood. Might have to take out a few trees here to get the greenhouse. And then the rest of it is we're just going to start taking down trees over there. Oh, I can go ahead and bring this thing over too. Let me grab this other elm tree. This will be the last one I super strength, I promise. Unless I get really frustrated. It's when I do super strength, it's going to be the elm trees. It's always going to be the elm trees. When they add the ability for this tree to... I didn't mean to do that. I just lost the whole... I lost the big chunk. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. All right, well... Yeah, sawmill's full now, and this guy's got 15,000 liters. So we just lost a bunch. I mean, we're still going to get... We're technically going to make more money off of that accident. It's just that I filled it up with wood that I could have easily loaded on the trailer. And that's what we want to not do. If it's easy, we'll take it to the sell point. If it's hard, then we'll turn it into other stuff. Okay. Anyways, long story short, I'm going to just chop some trees down and drag them over and either load them on the trailer or take them to the thing there, and I'll just time-lapse it. trying to plan out this greenhouse. I think I could fit 2 of them in here. I need to take out that little tree there. Maybe that little tree there. Yeah, I think I'll put them here, and we'll just take out this tree, these little trees, and that tree, and that. I think that'll, be enough sun for it. I feel like. I don't know. You might have seen me use super strength a couple times. I'm trying to play as realistic as possible, okay? But there is a limit. There is this limit where I reach this point where I'm like, okay, this is not fun. This is annoying. And at that point, the super strength comes out, and that's just how it is. And I almost stopped the time lapse because I'm just picturing Grandpa over here crying because he's just standing here and he's like, okay, son, grandson, you're going to come help me with the farm. And I'm just like, all right. First thing we're going to do, we're going to sell all of your old crap and we're going to buy new equipment. And then, I'm just going to cut all these trees down. And he's probably just standing here thinking about how he planted this tree. And I'm just like chopping it down. And anyways, it just made me laugh as he's just watching me cut down all of his trees. I wish he had some dialogue lines for that. Maybe that could be a mod. All right, well, let me chop a few more of these trees down. And I'm not going to time lapse me chopping all the trees down. I kind of wanted to show how I was doing it and how... I still need to bulldoze all these in too as well. But so this thing, yeah, see, we're already halfway full on this storage. The internal's full and then this is full. So I can't throw everything in here because even next day, which is next month, we're not going to process anywhere near this much. So that's several months worth of wood processing, right? So I need to try to be... theoretically, I probably should have kept more of the big parts of the branches, and actually, I'm just kind of annoyed right now with all of this. So let's just do it like this, because whatever, we'll get the tractor and we'll drive it over. I'm not going to film it anyway, so you're not really going to know if I cheated or not. So we might as well just cheat, and you'll just know I cheated. This should be a pretty good haul. If the other one was 20,000 or 18, I'm kind of thinking around the same, just because this log in the back's a pretty hefty chunk of wood there. So let's see, say only 15. I don't know if it's the kind of trees matter. Obviously, I'm not cutting them to size or anything. So I'll go ahead and send this guy back to the farm. And if I switch back over here, I have a couple, there's 2 or 3 little sticks right there that need loaded, but I should be able to put down greenhouse because we've got, if I kind of zoom in here, you can see we got this whole area cleared. I got rid of this tree and this tree and this tree and this tree and these couple 3 here, just because I want to be able to drive through here and get water and come back out. We'll go ahead and I should be able, I want 2 of these, I think eventually. Overlaps with another object. There's literally nothing over here. Unless there's some tree stump I don't know about. It literally thinks it overlaps with another object everywhere, though. What do you think is over here? I don't see anything over here that it would be unhappy with. I really don't. Okay, let's try this again. What are we putting down? Greenhouses? Where are those at? Oh, now it's happy. That's weird. So I'm kind of thinking I would like 2 of them. I don't know that I want to put 2 down right now, but I don't think there's a trigger on the back. I think it's just down the side. So I think if I do this, yeah, there's a trigger down the side, and yeah, there's nothing in the back. So I'm totally okay with that. Is this what it was bothered by? There was some little stuff up here or something? I don't know. Yeah, we'll put another greenhouse down. It's not an ideal location for a greenhouse. It's going to be shaded, I guess. Which way? So wait, I'm looking north. That's actually not the end of the world. This barn being to the south is more of a problem than anything, to be honest, because in the summer, the sun's going to kind of go above you, so you're going to get a little shade. But in the winter, the sun's going to be down there. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming Midwest, so I just immediately assume it's where I am. But, yeah, I think the barn would be more of a problem than anything. All right, so I'm good with that. So we can put another one right next to it, and we'll just barely be able to afford it. But we got to leave space in between them. And not just a tiny bit of space. I want to leave enough space to easily get the tractor down there. Now, see, you think I'm too close to the other thing. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm just placing it. I don't know what your problem was. Unless there was something with the land in the back right here. I mean, you terraformed that, so I don't see what the issue would be. Yeah, I'm good with that. I need to do a little softening here. A little bit. Just a little bit. This is all gravel right now. Like, we couldn't afford to asphalt this. Like, that'll come later, maybe. We can definitely kind of cut this off here. Kind of tempted just to gravel this whole thing. Like, and then here, yeah, I'll probably gravel this whole thing because that was kind of annoying me. It's not going to look the best right now because it's like, why is there gravel and asphalt? Well, okay, that's realistic though. Like we can't afford to asphalt, so we're just graveling wherever there's not asphalt. Gonna round this out a little bit, round this out a little bit. Because we got to come in here to get our pallets. Just to make this a little wider. We've run out of money. We've run completely out of money, and I cannot take out another loan. I don't think I've done anything that would... Oh, I can borrow more money. We'll just borrow more money then. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? I mean, we're doing gravel here, okay? We're saving money. We're doing gravel. How much does asphalt cost? Now, see, concrete's $2 and asphalt's $2. Well, that's not right. Gravel should definitely be significantly cheaper. Just saying. I'm not trying to make it look perfect because, we're tight on money. So it's like, okay, Grandpa, I got rid of some of your trees. We got rid of a bunch of the grass. I just dumped gravel places to get rid of the dirt so I can drive through those areas. I can't afford to re-gravel the whole thing or, think about paving stuff. That's that's too much money, but we were able to do this at least. I still kind of think that might be a little too much. A little too much grass there, but maybe kind of not necessarily get rid of all the grass there, but try to make it look like this one maybe is a little okay that it's because you're not going in and out of here as much, but over here we're definitely coming in and out of here, so there's going to be a little less grass there. Yeah, that looks okay. All right, we got our 2 greenhouses. I definitely need some water now. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let me just fill up with water and meet you back over there. Well, I didn't expect that. I thought I'd have to press I, and I drove up, and it just I swear I didn't press anything. I haven't messed with greenhouses in 25 here, but I thought it had a tip point, where you had to press the button, and it just sucked the water out when I drove by, which is kind of cool. Let me try that again. I just want to verify it's not what I expected, because here I have to press the button to get water. And I think I do have the mod where greenhouses automatically can water themselves, but it costs money, and I'm not going to activate that yet. I don't even know how to do it, but I'm not going to activate that yet because I don't mind doing this manually, right? Because we're just getting started. So there it gives me the I. Okay, I'm not pressing anything. No? Okay, I don't know what happened there. Well, anyways, they both got a little bit of water now, and where's the trigger point? Oh, it's inside. So if we come in here, and I think we're going to do lettuce. Everything sells for $2, but the lettuce does more per month. Doesn't really make sense to not do lettuce, right? Oh, see, press C to enable watering. We'll do it manually for a little bit. All right, so I'm going to activate the lettuce, and it's set to store, which is what we want. We got to run our stuff to the store. So we're not going to turn on the automatic watering yet. Let me go in here. So each month, we're going to have lettuce, and we're going to have some wood. That thing's going to run for 3 or 4 months with the amount of wood we put in it, but if we just every once in a while add a little more wood. Now, how much water did that thing actually hold? I didn't pay attention. 2,000 out of 40,000. So it needs a tremendous amount of water. A tremendous amount of water. I could actually set up an auto drive course. Hold on. This might be kind of fun. Let me set the auto drive course up and then bring you back. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to delete the auto drive that we set up earlier. So I think, yeah. This is going to delete whatever waypoint I'm closest to. I'm going to drive Why did you not do that? I must have moved my mouse off of it. I'm going to delete every waypoint, except I'll leave the ones on the main road. All right, I slowed time down too. I had time advancing because I wanted to see if there was some more contracts I could get, just because we didn't have anything else going on. And, oh, there's a big harvesting contract, but I bet it's, oh, canola. Okay, that is something we could do. That's a big canola field. That would be worth doing. Smaller canola field. Mowing, I could send the mower over to do that. We've only got 5 hours left on this. I'm going to go ahead and accept this contract. And I already put time back down to 0.5. I didn't mean to advance as long as I did. And honestly, this mowing contract is probably worthwhile too. It's only 6:30. The only reason I realized I forgot to turn time down is my little street light here turned on. Okay, so... No, I didn't go back far enough. Oops. I didn't do that. That sign was already down, officer. So I would like to come off, let's say this one, pretty much straight on. Yeah. Record. And we'll say this is our main way in. And we'll come up here. And we'll call that the farm. Yes, we'll call that the farm. And then we're gonna circle, I think, to the right. And I wanna get out this far. Oh, I totally thought I deleted everything. Stop recording. Well, good news, bad news. I got it done. The problem is I recorded part of me putting down the auto drive course. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and show you, because I was showing you and I just went to stop the recording and the recording started. And I was like, oops, I didn't record that when I thought I did. So anyways, we've got a trigger location called Farm Water. And I deleted all the existing paths and redid the paths through the farm. There's 2 combined into 1, and then the 1 splits into 3. And this one comes up and hits Farm Greenhouse 1 and then Farm Greenhouse 2. And I have it set to go Farm Water to Farm Greenhouse 2, but because it goes through this trigger first, it stops and unloads here. So I'm telling him to take the water here, and he's going to keep dumping it here. He's never going to fill this one up until the first one's full. And as you can see here, we've got our exit path from that one that goes that way, and an exit path here, and that goes through there and goes that way, and those go that way, and these come in. And yeah, I recorded it and showed why I did it. We've got the farm here again, because like I said, I deleted everything. That now goes that way to exit. And then this guy comes back here to the farm water. So I'm going to leave him on, and let me just jump into something else, because I just want to explain how it's going to work. So give me just 1 second here. We've got down here at the main intersection, right? You can see I can just shoot straight in and I can shoot straight out. If you're coming from this way, you can make this turn here in. So coming into the farm, we can come from this way. We can come from this way. Sorry, let me try that again. Coming from this way, we can just shoot right in. Or if we're coming from this way, we can come right in. We can't come from this way. In order to come from that way, you're actually going to turn in back there at that entrance. When it's time to exit, I can exit and go straight. I did not, for some reason, record myself exiting and going right. I should have. I guess I just didn't realize I didn't do that. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So I'll do that, start recording. Okay, stop the recording. I think that's it, right? Yeah. If you're ever confused, you can like pull the point out and then put the point back. All right. And the same thing, I don't want to exit and go that way because it's too tight. So that gets us in from these 2 directions and out from those 2 directions. Once you come in, you come this way. You join if you came from the silo. And then if you were coming from that way, that's an in. So this in and this in combined. So you could come in from 3 directions, 2 of them there, 1 of them there. They all bring you up to here and then bring you to farm. farm brings you around. This one cuts off just for farm water, but the main one comes back, and then farm water rejoins. So both of them have recombined here, but just for one segment, and then it splits into 3. The outer one you just saw goes through the greenhouses. These two are separate because this one is the exit to take you down to exit and go back that way. Right? Oh, it exits both directions. I'm sorry. So it splits here. It's confusing because in order to exit this way, I have you hugging left and then exiting right. And in order to exit left, I have you hugging right and then exiting left. So when you go to exit the farm, this is the way. You have to come this way, and then you can go left or right. This path is here because I needed to get you farther over to try to line you up and go through the silo and then come back in. So I think that takes care of pretty much everything you would want to do at the farm, to be honest. And yeah, I think that should be good. I couldn't do that in the first time. Oh, the other thing I want to do is let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Let's go to construction. Let's go back here to the fuel tank. Let's sell it. Let's put a new one in. I don't know where it is. It's under miscellaneous or something, or constructibles. No. Containers? Yeah. There, we'll get the little one. And I think I can put it... Am I on... Yeah, now I can just do whatever I want. I don't like to just put it right in those barrels because I don't want to look at them. But no, it should probably be back a little bit. Because I don't think I need to get in that trigger anyway. That should be good. And then I can come up to this and I can buy some fuel. How is that 5,000 liters and 50% is 50? That's a very strange scale. Like one notch down is less than... That doesn't make sense. Anyways, we'll buy 2,000 liters of fuel. So I should be able to come up now and come in here and I can repair. By coming to this and pressing R, I can refuel just from being in the tractor and pressing R, and then I can grab my pressure washer and, you know, pressure wash the tractor. So I like having that set up. And let's go see where this guy is. Actually, I don't care where you are. I want to go see where the greenhouses are. There is something satisfying about just watching that little UTV just driving around in circles. Like, what's he doing? Oh, he's hauling water. He's got to go fill the, you know, greenhouses up. And yeah. Now, I know I already tried this, and this thing just does not want to work with the in-game worker. I'm going to try it one more time and see if I can get it to go. And then otherwise, I'm just going to leave it here, and I'll send the truck up there. And then when the truck gets up there, I'll make an auto-drive point, and then this guy can auto-drive his way up. But I just want to try it at least one more time. Yeah, he's blocked. Okay. There's some kind of bug. I don't even want to call it a bug. There's something with... How much water does this thing need still? This one's half full. And obviously that one just has what little bit I put in it from the first time. This guy's going to be going in circles for a while. Okay, so we've got the contract on the big field. There's a couple more decent sized fields up here. So I can see kind of coming up into this area. And the hard thing to get from our place to there is that you got to zigzag through all this and then come up. So I'm undecided if I should put a point over here or a point over here. I'm really not sure. I think I'm going to come up and just kind of do this little loop, or at least verify this loop is here. And it looks like they're both going that way. So if I just come down to here, right? And just as a reminder, like I didn't put these in. This is the... When you open auto drive, it's like, do you want me to pull up the pre-generated stuff from the map? Yes, so this goes in a circle and goes back. So what I'm thinking is, okay, perfect, right here. Let me pull this, let me get past that node, start recording, pull off to the side. Oh, and there's a bunch of grass here. Oh, I'm loving this even more. Wait, is this the one that goes back down? Yes. Come up a little farther. Okay. We will call this northwest. Then come back in pretty hard because I need you to rejoin. Stop recording. There you go. Now I'm just going to park this guy here. And I'm going to go to the combine. And I'm going to set you to northwest. I don't need all these nodes. Go. And autodrive is going to take him up to northwest. Now, from the northwest point, I actually want to go behind me to this field right back here. But that's fine. The point is, I want like autodrive spots around the map where I can send equipment to it and it'll kind of pull off the road and be out of the way, but it'll be nearby to the location I want to go without necessarily making an auto drive point for like every single field. So all of these fields, I could pick that point. I could maybe have another one down here somewhere, but I mean, I don't know. But that one I'm pretty happy with because I know for sure we're going to hit these fields in this area. And if I had to manually drive from here down to this road and then back up, I mean, that's not the end of the world. I just don't want to remember, oh, left, right, left, and then 3 streets down and left or something like along those lines. And then the other guy's already mowing. Yes, he is. You're still making your circles with your water, which just makes me laugh. I don't know why you're going so slow pulling up to that, but that's fine. And what are we harvesting here? Canola? Yeah, and so we already have canola in the silo. So I'll harvest until I've finished the contract. And then whatever's left, instead of selling it, we'll take it back to our farm and put it in the silo so we can sell it when the price is good. Because I don't really need to sell it now since I've got more money. Because, you know, I just keep taking out more loans. Well, I'm just going to press H and let you do whatever you want. And this guy's going in circles. And remember, I said we can only do contracts if we're doing something else, right? I'm doing something else. This sounds like I'm trying to like really push things, but we're doing something else. We're doing the water here. And honestly, we need to be doing logging, and I need to come over and cut those trees down, but it is dark now, and I don't have the truck. Should we buy another truck? Is now the time to buy another truck? They're not that expensive. I've only got 38,000 though. Those trucks aren't that expensive. And then I could have the semi going. No, how often am I going to need both of them? It's probably not smart to buy another one of these. Even though they're cheap. I could actually have the other one be a short body, and it could literally just be the semi. No, I shouldn't do it. That's like almost half my money. That's half my money. Maybe we could do it tomorrow because then we'll have some greenhouse stuff. Oh, I don't even have a way to pick up pallets. I don't have pallet forks, and I don't have a trailer. I don't have a flatbed trailer. Yeah, let's not buy the semi. Okay, I don't have anything to do for the moment. I just need to let the game run, so I'll just bring you guys back in a little bit. Oh, and I don't know if anybody noticed, when I chopped this tree down here and then threw it out in the field, there was a soccer ball in this tree, and it fell out of the tree and it was in the field, and I just saw it, and I went and got it, and you can't do anything with it as far as I know. I don't know why it's up that tree, but there's a soccer ball up in that tree, which is, you know, it's a funny little detail because I don't think you would probably ever notice it unless you cut the tree down, because you probably don't walk around and like look up. Well, that guy's got a nearly full grain tank. We gotta go. Where's he at? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Right there. Let's turn our lights on. I like how the brights don't really do anything. They just give you 2 tiny little lines. Well, he hasn't even made it all the way around. Wow. Maybe we should get a second truck. You know, I'm just trying to talk myself into spending money. But then I'd want a truck with a grain box. Yeah, can't really do that. Sorry, I thought you were going to keep going. Oh, now you're going to keep going. How much was that? Are you empty? Yeah, he's empty. That's fine. I do appreciate this mod doesn't let you do it. I really appreciate when the first time you press, and let me turn my flashers off. When the first time you press the headlight button, it turns on just the parking lights, and I can have my parking lights on, and I could have this parking light on, but I would have not headlights. And then the second time you press it, turns headlights on. I like being able to park stuff at night next to the road and turn all of the parking lights or the markers on and not have the headlights on. Now, I was just noticing for our canola contract up here, I need to deliver it down here to this sell point. So what would actually be smart, since I'm sitting here doing nothing, is go ahead and get autodrive up and make sure I've got a way on the autodrive network to get to that sell point that's right across the river there. That way I can just tell the truck to autodrive and he could go and he could sell, and then he could drive all the way back up to that autodrive point we just made. So it doesn't, it wants you to come through this way, but that doesn't, can't make that turn really. I really need to come down and, okay, this guy's almost to the tricky spot. So I just wanted to make sure and see, I should probably turn the nodes back on because I may need to adjust a few. I did not mean to click that. Oh, wait, no, maybe I did. This is not going to be that bad for this one. Oh, never mind. It is that bad. Okay, well. Oh, that is about as close as it could be. Need to get rid of that node. Stop recording. There's this courseplay thing, and it's extremely annoying where you can turn off. Do you want the right-clicking the mouse to open courseplay? No. So I turn it off. That's only for this vehicle. The next time I get in a vehicle, I have to turn that off. I don't know why. It's just like, there's got to be some way to do it. But I don't know that that's going to work. I really don't. Let's get rid of this random node. Okay, to be fair, I kind of started you off in a bad spot there. Since we're down here, let's just move these in. just missed it. Okay, but he missed it. I do actually have a need right now for another truck because the combine's gonna stop. I mean, I really do need another truck right now. I kind of just proved that, right? I mean, now how much is it if I also buy? I mean, I can afford this. We'll buy this. We'll, I guess, make it identical, because I don't really want to remember which one's which. So I guess we'll make it identical. So now we have 2 semis and 2 grain boxes. So I wanted a semi so I could keep doing logging, and we bought one. We still can't do logging. You can hopefully get to northwest from here. Let's turn the nodes off. Now I don't know which of them is going to get there first. We'll find out. Oh, we got to keep that combine going, right? Try not to drive to your field. I did look at the mod again that lets you do crop destruction, and I was like, I mean, that would be fair. We're going to do contracts for money. We shouldn't be able to drive through their fields. Maybe I'll add it for next time. How funny would it be, though? I don't even have a contract. Well, what is this? This grass? I can't even tell. Oh, this is spinach. How funny would it be? I'm just driving through this field. I'm just destroying the crop, and it's somebody else's farm. I think I'll install that mod for next time. This did not work like I was hoping. It did work in the way that I told him to unload water here, and because he kept hitting this trigger, he kept unloading at the first one. But now that the first one's full, he's not actually continuing on to his destination. He's like, oh, I'm supposed to drive here. Yep. I mean, I know what to do. I need an entrance and then an exit, and I need this to exit before this one, and then I need an entrance and an exit. So basically they're each separate and they're not in a line. I liked my in a line thing because I thought it was going to fill both of them, but it's obviously not going to work. All right, I'll fix that while the harvest goes on. Okay, we're back down here again. Let's see if this guy makes it through without me doing anything. Hopefully. Trying to get in and then out of that greenhouse at steep enough of an angle to where they don't intersect It's a little challenging. I'm definitely wishing I would have placed them a little farther apart. I can't get too close over here. See, even now, oh, are you gonna make it? Nope. He's like, okay, I'm at this trigger. Man, how far is that trigger? Farther away. Now, I think this time, because of how much field is left and the fact that both trucks are here, I'm gonna let this truck fill to 100%. Yeah, because he's only at 76. I'm going to fill him to 100 and fill the other one to 100 because I don't think I need to drive all the way down there and all the way back up. I think I'll be able to just send both trucks down and that'll be it. I think. All right, the combine just finished. I am going to drive down to the header trailer, which is, I think, right there. Pretty sure that's what I'm looking at. Get the header on, get auto drive, sending this guy back to the farm, and then I will auto drive that truck over to the sell point, and I'll sell manually because at the moment the contract hits 100%, I want to stop and then send the rest of the canola back to the farm. The other truck is already back at the farm because when it unloaded, I just sent it to the farm. I knew I was, well, I didn't know. I was pretty sure I wasn't going to need it. Okay, I turned on collision detection in the auto drive settings. I went in to turn on the hazard lights because it was bothering me. He didn't have the hazard lights on, but with collision detection on, let's turn traffic back on and should be okay. I still have to turn traffic off when we're driving the log trailer with the giant branches sticking out, but we should be fine with traffic on with just these guys on the road. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, just thought I'd bring you back for this, just to see how much canola we end up with. Looks like not a lot. Okay, we got almost 10,000 liters. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I will send you to farm silo. And he should just go to farm silo and unload. And I already got that guy back here. And then we can go into contracts and close that contract out. Boom, there you go. All right, so that'll do us for today. See, I'm already back up to 36,000. It doesn't matter, I bought that extra truck. So that'll be the end of the episode today. And tune in next time because you'll get to see we're going to have some lettuce, and then we're going to have some more lettuce, and we're going to have some wood planks. And this guy might still be driving in circles. Are you full? He made it. He made it. He finally filled it up. Good job, buddy. This guy won't be driving in circles. Anyways, tune in next time. Okay, bye.